session. This is Sweta, your English master teacher at Vedantu, and the chapter that we are going to cover today in one shot is a poem, Wind. It's a wonderful and a very motivating lesson. Okay, so let's cover this lesson in one shot, so it would be very helpful for your last minute revision. So first of all, we would be doing the line by line analysis of the entire poem, and then we would be seeing the vocabulary, and after that we will be delving into the question and answer. So yes, it is going to be a complete revision, a thorough revision for your last minute. Okay, so let's move ahead with the poem Wind. So let's first talk about the poet. Okay, Subramanya Bharati is also known as Bharatiyar. He was a poet, Tamil writer, poet, and journalist, right? So this poem is actually translated from Tamil to English, right? And he is also known as Mahakavi Bharati, which means great poet Bharati. He was a pioneer of modern Tamil poetry and is considered as one of the greatest Tamil literary figures of all time. His numerous works included fiery songs kindling patriotism during the Indian independence movement. So when there was, this Indian independence movement, so his, song was, sorry, his songs kindled patriotism in the minds of people, right? And this poem is translated by Ramanujan, who was a great Indian poet and scholar. Okay, and he used to write both in English as well as Kannada. Okay, and he was also a translator, and therefore he had translated this poem into English. Okay, he was also a great scholar, poet, professor, philologist, folklorist, and playwright. So now we will be delving into the poem, beautiful poem, Wind. Alright. So before starting with the poem, guys, let me announce something very exciting to all of you. That is V.O.T.E. Now, V.O.T.E. What is V.O.T.E.? V.O.T.E. is Vedantu Online Talent Exam, which is starting from 28th March to 18th April. Beta, ये comeback है. This is not just an exam. ये एक comeback है, right? So 2020 में बहुत ज़्यादा सेटबैक हमने देखा था इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ एजुकेशन, एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ विच बहुत सारे बच्चों में बहुत चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जिसके इन डेप्थ नॉलेज नहीं है. सो इन फ्यूचर दिस इज गोइंग टू बी इन द लॉन्ग रन, ये बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लमेटिक होने वाला है इफ़ यू डू नॉट गेट कंप्लीट नॉलेज या डेप्थ ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग अगर आपका नहीं है तो ये आपको बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम फेस करना होगा इन फ्यूचर. Therefore, we have pledged for your comeback, right? So 2020 में क्या हुआ था? Because all the schools shifted to online mode, तो ये लोग and they were not very prepared with this, right? So education suffered a lot. That is why the students also suffered a lot because of this process. तो हम इस चीज को दोबारा से we are pledging for your comeback. तो setback जो हो गया है उसको हम वापस से लाएंगे and your comeback moment starts right now. आपको क्या करना है guys? आपको वेदांतु ऑनलाइन टैलेंट एग्जाम में बैठना है and the registration is absolutely free. ये एग्जाम 4 दिन कंडक्ट होगा, 28th March, 4th April, 11th April, 18th April. So come on guys, book your calendars right now. And ये comeback में आपको क्या मिलेगा? How are you going to benefit? This is an all India level live exam, free of cost, right? And this will start from 28th March, and as I told you, 28th March, 4th April, 11th April, and 18th April. These are the 4 days of this both exam, and the time is 3 p.m. Now you will get, if you apply for this, if you sit for this exam, appear for this exam, you will get an in-depth performance analysis. तो आप जैसा भी perform करोगे, जो भी आपका performance होगा, उसका आपको पूरा analysis मिलेगा. Also with an all India rank, so you can understand the level of this exam, how it is going to help you. ठीक है, कितना ज़्यादा आपको help करेगा ये exam. Plus, you can also win guaranteed scholarship from a pool of over 500 crore. नॉट ओनली दिस गाइज, आपको डेली चैलेंजेस आपके होंगे जिसमें भी आप एक्साइटिंग प्राइज जीत सकते हो. सो नॉट जस्ट योर स्कॉलरशिप, अपार्ट फ्रॉम द स्कॉलरशिप यू कैन ऑल्सो विन डेली प्राइजेस. डेली चैलेंजेस आप एक्सेप्ट करोगे, डेली चैलेंजेस, इफ यू पार्टिसिपेट इन द डेली चैलेंजेस, यू कैन विन एक्साइटिंग प्राइजेस वर्थ ₹1 crore. Also, exciting news for you is you could get to be Vedantu's CEO for a day and also win a trip to NASA. Right? तो इन डेप्थ परफॉर्मेंस एनालिसिस मिलेगा आपको. आपको मिलेगा ऑल इंडिया रैंक, सब्जेक्ट वाइज रैंक. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस इन डेप्थ परफॉर्मेंस एनालिसिस? इसमें होगा क्या? आपको ऑल इंडिया रैंक पता चलेगा, आपका सब्जेक्ट वाइज रैंक पता चलेगा, स्टेट वाइज रैंक पता चलेगा, ऑल्सो क्वेश्चन लेवल एनालिसिस. राइट? So you can get 35 V-coins by attempting all the quizzes in a session. एक सेशन में आप सब क्विज क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करके 35 V-coins कलेक्ट कर सकते हो, प्लस एडिशनल 15 V-coins आप कलेक्ट कर सकते हो by answering all the quiz questions directly. Isn't that amazing, guys? Plus, you also stand a chance to win an all expenses paid educational trip to NASA, right? इसके अलावा apart from this, exciting prizes and gadgets like drones, telescopes, laptops and more by taking up daily challenges. And जैसा कि मैंने आपको बोला, another exciting offer, exciting prize for you is the chance of becoming Vedantu's CEO. Vedantu, which is of course India's largest live online, leading live online platform. And you could share your ideas to change millions of students. Okay, change the way millions of students learn online. Right? So, and also of course you can earn V-coins and win daily prizes. So if you want to know more about V.O.T.E, guys, do stay till the end of the class, or you can also download the Vedantu app from Google Play Store, or visit this link vdnt.in/vdnt910h, and these are the Telegram links जिसको आप join कर सकते हो. Alright, so all of you set to make a comeback? Go and register for V.O.T.E. Now, let me tell you, आप register कैसे करोगे? Now, first of all, you have to register and create your voter ID card. So, the moment you create your voter ID card, you would be able to pick your vote days. कि कब आप exam देना चाहोगे. The moment you pick your vote days, it is done, guys. ठीक है? So, main prizes और daily weekly challenges आप कैसे जीत पाओगे? आप रोज daily weekly challenges, when you appear for daily weekly challenges, you can get to win so many exciting prizes, right? Apart from the main prizes, that is something which is super amazing. अब मैं आपको बता देती हूँ कि एग्जाम फॉर्मेट कैसा रहेगा. You will have MAT is mental ability test. 40 questions आपके रहेंगे. Marking scheme रहेगा, one question correct question, there would be of course multiple choice questions. एक question का सही जवाब आपको देगा 4 points, एक question का गलत जवाब आपको देगा -1, and the exam duration is 60 minutes, that is 1 hour. Alright guys, so one more thing is you can also earn V coins and get rewards, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया है. Now this is how you can win big squads. ठीक है? तो win a big with squads. आप अपना squad create कर सकते हो. You can create your squad and you can win big prizes, right? So this is how you can select your squad logo and create your own squad, right? So this is something which is again very exciting and interesting. So go for it, guys, and get yourselves registered right now for V.O.T.E. It's completely free and you get so many benefits, right? So now coming back to our session, line by line explanation of this poem. Now, the first 8 lines, let us read together. Wind comes softly softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You're very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Very, very important line is the last line. So the poet is as if talking to wind, as if he is instructing wind to come softly, right? So when the wind is at its full strength, what does it do? It scatters the paper. It causes huge destruction, such as scattering the papers, throwing down the books, right? And then tearing the pages of the book, right? And also sometimes bringing strong winds do bring rainfall, right? So what is the poet saying? He is, requesting wind to come slow so that it is soft and subtle and it does not cause all these destructions. Now, important point to note here is if there is a strong wind, if it causes destruction, what are destroyed? Only the weaklings are destroyed. So this we would be analyzing further when we go into the depth of the poem. So he says that you're very clever at poking fun at weaklings. So those who are weak, they get wiped away by the strong wind, right? So he says that the wind is very powerful and it is very destructive, breaks the shutters of windows, scatters papers, and all the books fall down. So these are all the destructive activities caused by wind. Okay. Now next is frail crumbling houses. From here, very 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 important points begin. Frail crumbling houses. Note the word frail. Frail is again delicate. Okay. Crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. So please note the repetition of the word crumbling, right? So this is to lay emphasis that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind, right? So when wind is very powerful, very strong, it leads to crumbling of everything. But what what kind of things? Things which are frail, which are weak. That is a point which needs to be noted, right? So all the houses which are weak, doors which are weak, the beams on which the roof of the buildings are supported, right? That is the meaning of the of the word rafter. Rafter means the roof of the buildings on the beams on which the roof of the buildings are supported. That is rafter. They also fall. All the wooden structures fall. The body of people fall. Crumbling body. So those people who are weak, who are frail, they also fall. Okay. So all of these break because of strong and powerful, in the face of a strong and powerful wind. So everything that is weak reacts by falling down. So so here, important point to note is wind is the symbol of, I mean, this is the physical, this was the literal level which we're going through. Now we would, when we delve deeper into the symbolic or the metaphorical level, so wind becomes a metaphor for all the challenges that we face in our lives. Okay, so when we are faced with challenges, the weaker ones, they they are destroyed. They cannot stand up, okay, in the face of a challenging situation, right? So next stanza would tell us what do we need to do in order to save ourselves from the strong wind, which metaphorically stands for the challenges that we face in our lives, right? Okay, next is the wind god winnows and crushes them all. This is a very, very, very important line. Now, the poet addresses the wind as God. Okay, and he says he is doing the work of a god. Why? So here he places wind as, to a higher pedestal. Okay, addressing him as God. Addressing wind as God. right? Now, what does it do? It winnows. Winnows meaning he sifts all the people, and those people who are weak fall down and get crushed. This is the process of winnowing. Usually, we वो छानने वाला जो process होता है, right? That is called winnowing. Usually, the husk and the grain are separated by the process of winnowing. तो जो भी खराब चीज रहता है, it gets crushed. It falls and it gets crushed, and only the pure is left, right? So the wind, the god. I mean, yeah, he is addressing wind as God. So wind also does the same thing. He winnows people who are weak. So the weak and the frail ones are demolished. They are removed. And so therefore, ये क्यों होता है? Why do we, do this process of winnowing? It helps in purifying the grain, right? So only which is pure is left behind. So all those people who are weak, all those things who are weak, who do not have strength to face challenges in our lives, they are, winnowed by wind. Wind metaphorically represented as the challenging situation which we face in our lives, right? So here there's a comparison. So definitely there's a strong metaphor here. A comparison made between wheat and people. Just as wheat is winnowed, the pure impurities are removed. Similarly, wind also winnows the weaker ones, right? Okay, so wind god separates the strong people from the weak people. Just as wheat separates, just as when we know the wheat to separate the grain from the chaff, as I told you, right? So only the pure is left. When there's a strong wind, all those who are weak, they fall and they get crushed. So this line is very, very important. You can expect this in your papers as well. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Very, very, very important. So we cannot, he won't do what you tell him. That is, he is of course wind. So wind is not going to listen to us. He would be definitely blowing with its full strength, with its full potential. So there would be, metaphorically speaking, there would be challenges, there would be obstacles, there would be hurdles in our lives. They are not going to listen to us. So how can we, defend ourselves in the face of adversities? So he is definitely, metaphorically speaking, adversities in our life, challenges in our life. So how can we overcome and how can we stand strong even in the face of these challenging situations? We have to be prepared. We need to build strong homes. So, metaphorically speaking, we need to prepare ourselves. We need to strengthen ourselves, right? We need to be firm and strict. Let's join the doors firmly. So, in order to safeguard your houses from strong wind, from getting destroyed, what you need to do? You need to build strong houses. You need to build the doors of the house firm. Practice to firm the body, make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. So here he is talking about, he is, asking us to make friendship with our challenges, with our adversities. That is, be friends with wind. Wind stands for the adversities and challenges, right? So we should make our bodies strong, we should make our hearts strong. Then, once we are strong enough to face all these challenges and adversities in our lives, what will happen to us? We will no longer be afraid of strong wind. We would be like friends with wind. So we would make we would be befriending our challenges, our adversities. The moment we befriend all these adversities, challenges, or hurdles in our lives, we would no longer be afraid in our lives. We would be standing strong, right? Because nobody is able to destroy us. The wind blows out weak fires. Again, very, very, very important lines and very powerful lines, very motivating lines at the same time. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. Very, very important. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Right? So this is something which is very important for us to understand. As I told you, the poet has kept the wind on a pedestal. He is comparing wind to God, right? He says that wind is God and we should praise wind every day, right? Now, what happens to a fire? He has used wonderful imageries over here. Now, what happens to a weak fire? If the wind blows, if a strong wind blows, if the fire is weak, it will be extinguished. But if the fire is strong and wind blows, what will happen to the fire? It will roar and flourish. Similarly, if you have seen diamonds, what happens to diamonds? They shine even more with friction, right? Similarly, when we face challenges, when we have obstacles in our lives, overcoming those obstacles, facing those obstacles with courage, with bravery, is going to make our personality shine out. We are going to shine. We are never going to fall, right? Therefore, it is important for us to befriend wind, befriend our challenges. Because if there are no challenges, we would remain weak. We would not understand our strength. We would not able to, we would not be able to know our strength, right? So, as Nelson Mandela said a very powerful line, you will be reading Nelson Mandela's, story in the next grade, that is grade 10. He said, heights of heights of oppression creates depths of character. A very, very, very powerful line by Nelson Mandela. Okay. This is there in your chapter in grade 10. Now, what is he saying over here? What does he mean to say? When people, when people give you a lot of challenges, when you are faced with a lot of challenging situation. So, during the time of Nelson Mandela, the blacks were oppressed, right? So, these the freedom fighters that came out of the oppression. Similarly, you can also compare this with our own history, Indian history. So we were so oppressed by the foreign domination. But look at the personalities who faced those challenges with courage and bravery, and they became major. They became figure of great importance. We still remember them, right? So, if there would not have been these kinds of oppressions, we would not have remembered these freedom fighters, right? So, it is the negative situation actually. If you make friendship with the negative situation, you would understand your potential. It would help you to shine brighter, right? So that is exactly what he is trying to tell you in these lines. It is the wind, the fire which is weak, that is going to be extinguished in the face of a wind. But the one which is strong is going to roar and flourish. Same with us human beings, right? So if we have that strength, if we have that potential, the adversity and the challenge in our life, that is going to add on to our personality, add on to our character, add on to our the way we are, and we are going to stand strong and even flourish more, even shine out more, right? So that is something which is very, very important. Okay. So we will become friends with them and we will be happy that we had challenges in our life, because challenges are going to make us become stronger and better. If we have no challenges, if we have no adversities in our life, then we would remain weak, right? So therefore, we need to make friendship with our challenges, with our adversities, and that is going to help us create our character, create our personality, make us strong, make us shine brighter. As I told you, that diamonds can only shine with the more friction you have, the more they shine. Okay, so now, guys, that was the end of the poem, and it was a wonderful poem, very, very, very motivating. So, this is the vocabulary, some of the word meanings which you should know. One is rafter. This can come in your, extract based question, multiple choice question, vocabulary part. The second word is winnow. This is also very important. Steadfast means firm. Flourish means grow. Okay, these are the words that you need to keep in mind. And last is our literary devices, after which we will be moving to the question answers. First is repetition. Crumbled has been repeated quite a lot of times for the sake of emphasis. Personification, wind has been personified. Okay, there is no rhyme scheme, it's a free verse. And then we have alliteration, repetition of the consonant sound, WW, okay, in the initial syllables. And then we have anaphora. Okay, don't repeat it in consecutive lines. Again, you repeat it in consecutive lines. Okay, so these are the major literary devices, and now we would be starting with our MCQ questions. Before starting with our MCQ questions, guys, something which I would like to announce. If you are enjoying the session and if you want to join us, guys, करना क्या है आपको? Just need to visit the link in the description box and pin comment. ठीक है? You can have unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes. तो हमारे जो YouTube सेशंस में जो क्लासेस होते हैं, the difference would be वहाँ पे आपको लाइव क्लासेस अनलिमिटेड होंगे, यहाँ पे आपको लिमिटेड मिलता है, राइट? वहाँ पे अनलिमिटेड होने वाला है एंड लॉट्स ऑफ क्विज क्वेश्चंस. हर एक सेशन में क्विज क्वेश्चन होने वाला है. सो यू डोंट हैव टू वेट फॉर क्विज क्वेश्चंस एनीमोर, यू डोंट हैव टू वेट फॉर मेंटी सेशंस एनीमोर. हर एक सेशन में आपको होगा क्विज क्वेश्चंस हाई लेवल, प्लस आफ्टर ईच क्वेश्चन आपको मिलेगा फास्टेस्ट फिंगर लिस्ट, जहां पे आप अपना टाइम देख सकते हो. इट्स गोइंग टू शो यू योर टाइम ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस. तो वो आपको कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स के लिए भी प्रिपेयर करेगा, जो आगे आप जाके देने वाले हो ऑब्वियसली, राइट? सो इट्स गोइंग टू गिव यू द कॉम्पिटिटिव फील. अलोंग विद दैट हमारे पास students from all over the world are going to join this platform, so you can compete with everybody. So that is going to help you, give you the exposure. ठीक है? Replays जो होंगे वो लाइव, उसमें लाइव क्विज आएंगे. So it's also going to be, even the replays are interactive. Leaderboard आपको हर एक सेशन के बाद दिखेगा, which will state your overall class rank and earn points, right? So that is also going to help you. ठीक है? Plus डाउनलोड कर सकते हो आप कंटेंट at the end of each session. और आपके डाउट सॉल्व करने के लिए हमारे पास स्पेशल टीम ऑफ क्लास टीचर्स है. So the moment you have any doubt, you can raise your doubt, and the class teacher in the class who would be remaining throughout is going to address to your doubt then and there instantaneously. Plus आपका assignment होगा at the end of each session, जिसको आप solve करके आपको समझ आएगा how much you have understood the session. Quality tests आपके हर we take quality tests and we also give you the performance report. तो वो भी आपको समझ आ जाएगा, एनालिसिस आपको मिल जाएगा, where do you need to work, strengths, weakness सब पता चल जाएगा. प्लस हम कोई भी गैप एजुकेशन में होता है उसको हमेशा फिल करने की कोशिश करते हैं. सो दैट दिस माइक्रो कोर्स एंड क्रैश कोर्स जो है वो अलाउ करता है. माइक्रो कोर्स है चैप्टर वाइज कोर्सेज एंड क्रैश कोर्सेज थरो रिविजन में आपको हेल्प करता है, एंड इट्स गोइंग टू बूस्ट योर कॉन्फिडेंस आप, ताकि आप जो भी एग्जाम दो अपकमिंग एग्जाम्स के लिए आप बिल्कुल तैयार हो, राइट? Plus all this is going to come at a very low price. So guys, you just need to visit the link and have the coupon code SWR Pro. तो ये coupon code देगा आपको डिस्काउंट, तो जो आपको 2700 में मिलेगा, applying the coupon code would give you the same at the price 2160. तो ये बेटा नया सेशन के लिए है, ठीक है? और फुल academic year के लिए you are going to get this deal only at 25,919. ठीक है बच्चा बाटी? So it's only 10.7 per class for full academic year. So this would be definitely the recommended one, क्योंकि आप पूरा academic year हम आपके साथ हैं, okay? Guiding you, helping you, mentoring you in every possible aspect. और सिर्फ 10 रुपया, 11 rupees, okay, per class. That is really very affordable. 1 month के लिए भी आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हो गाइज. एंड द कूपन कोड, प्लीज डोंट फॉरगेट, SWR Pro. दिस इज गोइंग टू गिव यू द डिस्काउंट. अब हम आते हैं क्वेश्चन आंसर के सेशन पे. सो द फर्स्ट, दिस इज द extract. The wind blows out weak fires This is the last stanza, right? Okay. How does the wind affect weak fires? The wind assists weak fire to light the forest. The wind makes the weak fire stronger. The wind blows out the weak fire. None of the above. Very, very, very easy. Yes, it is C. Please write your answers in the chat box. Jaldi se answer chat box में दे देना. Okay. Next is, what is the effect of the wind on strong fire? The wind makes the strong fire blow out within seconds, makes the strong fire even strong, increases its power, makes the strong fire spread faster, or none of the above. Very, very easy. Jaldi se batao. Absolutely correct. B answer. B option is absolutely correct. Next is, trace a word from the extract which means prosper. That means you have to find out what a synonym. Synonym prosper ka. Blows, flourish, praise, none of these. बहुत simple है guys. Flourish, right? So flourish means prosper. Now we would be entering into the subjective question for 2 marks. Describe the central idea of the poem. In this poem, what is the poet trying to tell us? Central idea क्या है? Of course, wind stands for the metaphor of all the challenges, all the adversities that we face, and we should be having firm determination to face the challenges, right? We should be strong enough to face all the hardships in our life with courage. Wind symbolizes the problems, the obstacles, the hurdles, the challenges that we need to face every day at some point in our lives. So since this is for 2 marks, guys, I think this would be enough. ठीक है, अगला क्वेश्चन है 3 मार्क्स के लिए. कैन विंड बी एवर फ्रेंड्स विद अस? यस, विंड can be our friends. How? It is something which teaches us to be strong. So if we make friendship with wind metaphorically speaking is क्या था वो? Yeah, wind is challenges, obstacles, hurdles. So if we do not have hurdles in our life, if we do not have friction in our life, so what will happen is we will become stagnant, progress नहीं होगा हमारा, right? तो क्या होगा उससे? Our personality won't be built up, our character, it would be not built up. Okay? So in times of need, wind wants us to face bravely our obstacles. Hence, we have to be strong. So we need to be strong so that we don't get beaten up by our problems, by our hurdles. Rather, we shine. Okay? Wind or hurdles, facing challenges with courage makes us shine. Okay? Shine brighter. Right? Okay, so this is something which we need to understand. I have already explained. This is, the last lines of the poem, which I have already explained. So you can take points from there as well. Last and the final question, guys, 5 marks ka hai. What challenges are posed by wind in the life of the poet and the common man? So it definitely hampers, it causes destruction, hampers everything, right? So rain and wind were deeds of nature that are perceived as the tempest forces which destroy the old and evil inside a man in order to create joy and liberty in his mind, right? So the weak, the frail gets crumbled, so it purifies everything. Okay, so wind is that difficult natural phenomena which is very difficult to be predicted accurately, just as our problems. तो wind जो है वो कभी भी आ सकता है, right? Similarly, our problems can come at any stage, but we need to be always ready to face it with courage, right? It can hit us at any time of our life. It mocks the very being of being alive, right? So definitely it pokes fun at the weaklings, right? So for frail people, literally and metaphorically, wind creates barriers. So when we speak literally, of course, everything weak crumbles down. Speaking metaphorically, problems can dampen your spirit, can depress you if you are weak. But if you are strong, if you have a firm mindset, you take that up as a challenge, work for it, face it with bravery, with courage, and shine even brighter, right? So winds do not let a frail body or a frail mind survive. But on the other hand, if you are strong, if you have the power, so give the example of weak fire and strong fire and the effect of the wind. Okay, you can also give that. How does the wind affect weak fire and how does it affect strong fire, right? And what is it metaphorically saying? What is it metaphorically meaning, right? So we have the part and the will to survive and fight back. Wind can never be threat. Rather, we should make friendship with wind. We should make a friendship with our challenges, our hurdles. That is going to make us pure. That is going to purify us, make us shine brighter, right? Just as it makes strong fires roar even more ferociously. So that is also the impact of obstacles, challenges faced bravely. Okay, guys. So with that, we would be ending the session with this homework question. Does the poem reflect the human suffering being initiated by wind? Explain with examples. So definitely you have to talk about the metaphorical level over here. So I'm sure after this poem, after going through this poem and the last minute revision, I'm sure you would be able to answer this question in the comment section. So please do that, guys. I'm waiting. I would be waiting to see your comments. Lovely answers given by you in the comment section. Until then, take care. Don't forget to visit the link and in the description box and the pinned comment and use the coupon code SWR Pro. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, share the video amongst your friends, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you. Till then, take care. Bye bye.